Hey all, and welcome to my vlog. My name is Erin, and this is the top 10 LGBTQ plus characters in books. All of these characters will be from books that I have personally read. I'm not just picking and choosing popular ones off lists. Some of these books will have multiple entries just because I have really slacked on reading in the last few years. And a lot of the books that I have read in the past did not have any queer characters, so, you know. If you don't agree with any of the ones that are on my list, that's totally cool. I am not interested in fighting about them. This is all subjective and just for fun. So let's get to it. Number 1. Eliza Sharda Cobriana from A Wolf Cry by Amelia Atwater-Rhodes. Eliza and Bettia are probably the first queer characters that I have ever encountered in a book. It was published in 2006 and is the 4th installment in the fantasy series The Kiesha'ra. Eliza is the heir to multiple empires after the marriage of her parents Zane and Danica brought together the Avians and the Serpent. Eliza is a wyvern. She is able to shapeshift between her natural form, which is a snake with wings, and also into the pure hawk form of her mother and the pure cobra form of her father. She doesn't actually realize that she's a lesbian until pretty far into the book. All she knows is that she feels nothing for any of her suitors. Bettia is a wolf shapeshifter who has been outcast by her clan and takes in Eliza after she's been kidnapped by mercenaries. They were the first ladies kissing ladies that I have ever read in a book. Number 2. Hephaestion from The Conqueror's Wife by Stephanie Thornton. Hephaestion and Alexander the Great grew up loving one another, and then when it comes time to start solidifying alliances, Alexander looks to Hephaestion to help secure the Persian Empire. Thus, Hephaestion ends up married to Drapetus, a Persian princess. Hephaestion's love of both Alexander and Drapetus is extremely obvious in the book, and he is not shy at all about his bisexuality. Number 3. Delfy from The Savior's Champion by Jenna Maressi. Delfy is one of my favorite characters in general from TSC. She is the best friend and sister to our leading lady Layla, and she is also an out and proud lesbian. TSC follows the Sovereigns Tournament, where Tobias is fighting for his life to be the last man standing and marry the Savior. Delfy is meanwhile trying to keep Layla alive, and also leaning towards helping keep Tobias alive for her. Number 4. The Queen of Kivar, The Savior's Champion by Jenna Maressi. The Queen! I love her! She has a small role in The Savior's Champion, but it does expand over the rest of the series. I'm critique partnering for this, so I know the secrets, and I have permission to share some. Y'all are going to adore her. She is the warrior queen of the northern kingdom of Kivar. She's also asexual, and I fall for her in every scene that she's in. We stan a queen! Number 5. Enzo from The Savior's Champion by Jenna Maressi. I know there's 3 entrants, I couldn't help myself. There's so many more to choose from, but I'm capping it at 3. Enzo was always one of my favorite competitors in the Sovereigns Tournament. He's quiet and gruff, but he has a sweet heart and I love him. Enzo is the personal guard of the Queen of Kivar, and he's gonna get a super cute boyfriend later in the series, so keep your eyeballs peeled for that. Number 6. Achilles and Patroclus from The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Achilles and Patroclus are the romantic leads of The Song of Achilles. Achilles is the gay warrior son of King Peleus, and Patroclus is the disaster bi who loves him to pieces. The story follows pretty close to the Iliad, but we get a lot more of the romantic development between these two characters. If you enjoy epic romance set to classical mythology, then check this pair out. Number 7. Damon and Laurent from the Captive Prince trilogy by C.S. Pacat. This trilogy gets some hate, usually from people who have not read it and don't understand what it's about, but I stand by my problematic fave. Laurent is the Prince of Vir, and he is trying very hard to stay alive while his abuser holds the real power behind the throne. Laurent is gay, but he has a very hard time with relationships, particularly because he's never certain who's trying to murder him at any given moment. Damon is the true Prince of Achilles, and he was shipped off as a slave when his half-brother Castor staged a coup to take over the kingdom. Honestly, the first book can be a real struggle to get through, but it gets so much better. And it's probably one of the best examples of enemies to lovers that I have ever read. Number 8. Sigyn from The Goddess of Nothing at All by Catherine Rector. Now, hear me out because this book is not published yet, but I have read it because I am Kat's critique partner, so consider this a sneak peek. Sigyn is a bisexual goddess and I adore the fuck out of her. All Sigyn wants is to earn her title and her rightful place among the gods, But Odin is being a butt munch and does not want her to be happy. Honestly, this girl goes through so much, but even when she's crumbling, she's still doing her best. And trust me when I say that you are going to love her. Number 9, Loki from The Goddess of Nothing at All by Catherine Rector. God, Loki! I both love him and hate him. He gets up to some shit fuckery, and sometimes I just want to donkey kick him to the face. And other times I love him so much it hurts. I regularly put in the comments, stop making me love Loki! Because I have read the first draft and I know where everything's going. You won't be able to help it. You're going to fall in love with this gender fluid icon even as he's plucking on your last nerve. Number 10, Valley from The Goddess of Nothing at All by Catherine Rector. Thalia is basically my son. I have adopted him along with his brother Narvi. I don't know if I'm saying any of their names right. He's a bit of a surly bean, but he's really very sweet, and he gets a very, very lovely boyfriend that I have no idea how to pronounce the name of. I can't give anything away, but just trust me, there are some heart-melting scenes awaiting you. And bonus, Anne Shirley from the Anne of Green Gables series by Lucy Maud Montgomery. This one isn't canon, but there's been a lot of discussion around it in the last few years. I'm personally totally on board with Anne having been bisexual and having loved both Diana and Gilbert. Whatever way you interpret it, it's pretty clear that Anne loved Diana, and whether that was in the way of a queer girl getting their first crush on a girl, or as a best friend and kindred spirit, it doesn't change how beautiful that their relationship was. So that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. If you'd like to be notified as soon as I upload, then ring that bell. All my social media links will be in the description below. Both of my books, Olympian Confessions, Hades and Persephone, and Olympian Confessions, Hera, are available now in ebook and paperback. If you'd like your manuscript critiqued by me, you can check out my new critique service on my website. If you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, consider being part of my Patreon family, and I'll see you all next week with another video. Bye!